Hello, my name is Dr. Carlo Renato. I'm a chiropractor as well as a PhD candidate in vestibular rehabilitation from Sydney, Australia. It's with great pleasure and excitement that I talk to you about our upcoming seminar in Rome, September 22-23, Managing the Dizziness Patient. This is a topic that's very dear to my heart and something that I've been teaching chiropractors across the world now for a number of years, and we're always refining it, and you guys are getting the most enhanced version of it yet. In this talk, I'm going to just be discussing the vestibular assessment and how is it that as chiropractors we can enhance what we provide in our office for people suffering from dizziness, and we're going to look past what you currently use, which is a lot of the manual therapies, applied kinesiology, instrument. All these are fantastic, and I'm not certainly I'm certainly not looking at dismissing those. What I want to do is enhance what you currently use, and so you can upskill in this area, which is really a specialized area in healthcare. So many people aren't teaching this, particularly in the chiropractic sphere, something that I really want to bring forward to many of our colleagues. So we want to look at how is it that we can upskill practitioners in managing patients with dizziness. And in this talk, I'm going to be looking at the assessment portion of the vestibular system. So here we're going to spend a lot of time looking at the oculomotor system. So we know that the oculomotor system, or how the eyes move, is strongly connected with our vestibular system. It's also strongly connected with our spinal and proprioceptive system. And we'll talk about that in our early content. So we're going to go through various aspects of eye movements. Some of those are with head still, and we're looking at saccades, pursuits. We're going to break down nystagmus, so everyone in their office can identify and understand what a nystagmus is and the importance of it. Understand that a nystagmus will give you so much information about where the problem is, what the problem is, and what is it that you can do, and when is it you should refer out. And we'll go through some very quick and cheap technology that you guys can use, something that €10, and you can be up to speed with the ability to assess these sorts of problems. And then we're going to look at more vestibular driven ocular movements, and really their vestibular ocular reflexes, which is something that I have a passion about in my PhD. So at the end of that, we want you guys to be able to discern, is it a peripheral or a central disorder? Is it an acute or chronic disorder? Which side's involved? Which part of the inner ear? Is it the labyrinth? Is it just the cochlea? Is it just the vestibular organs? Or is it the nerve? Is it neurological? Is it structural? And essentially, is critical care needed? So these questions can be answered by simply looking at, not simply, I shouldn't say simply, but can be looked at by appreciating what the eyes are doing. We're going to spend a lot of time going through that so you guys can have an appreciation of what you should be looking at, and then it's just a matter of just practicing that in your office as well. Following an oculomotor assessment, we're then going to look at balance and gait. We're going to look at how is it that various sensory interactions that relate to balance can help define, is it a vestibular-based problem, is it an ocular-based problem, or is it a proprioceptive-based problem? And you'll be able to look at that. You'll be able to appreciate gait in a different way as it relates to dizziness as well. So there's many things that we're going to be covering in a number of hours in vestibular assessment. So please join me. What plans to be a fantastic 1.5 days in Rome, September 22-23. Early bird closes next month, August 24. Take advantage of some great savings. We expect tickets to sell extraordinarily well and probably sell out well before the early bird. So be sure to get in early and secure your spot. You can find out further information at www.brainhubacademia.com.au. You can find out some further information there, or you can secure your spot and register for the event. Until now, bye for then.